A lot of these videos come about through conversations that I have with members in the gym. And what I find is usually the topic I talk about is something that maybe one or two, maybe more of the guys has spoke to me about. And I've started to notice a pattern of thought among the guys. And I realised that, well, if they're thinking like this, there's a good chance a lot of other guys are thinking like this. And this video here came about because I had a conversation with one of the members. I'm not going to give his name because the goal isn't to make a dick out of him or try to berate him. What he done from a position that he thought was correct. And to be honest, probably what he was doing was right in a way. But it highlighted to me how some people are still thinking. And if he's thinking like this after 6 months of being in the gym and being bombarded by my messages, well then there's a good chance other people are thinking the same. So long story short, he done really well when he joined here. Christmas he fell off the wagon. He got back on the wagon after Christmas. He done really well again, and tonight he was going to go out with the boys, play poker and enjoy himself, and he was going to have a few beers. Fine, you should enjoy a few beers. If a few beers is going to keep you on the straight and narrow, by all means go for it. And then what he done was even better. He started counting the calories he was going to need and saving them up to enjoy it for the weekend, knowing then that his calorie deficit was not going to be ruined. Until he spoke to me this morning and he told me how many beers he was actually planning to have. 12 beers in one night. Now listen, a lot of you are probably going, and what? It's not actually the beers is the problem here. It's the mindset that you actually believe 12 beers is okay, is justifiable. And for some people 12 beers may be justifiable, but for the majority of guys who are overweight, trying to lose it, trying to change their lives, 12 beers is the last fucking thing you need. 12 beers is going back into that old person you're trying to leave behind. The person you were, the person that got you to the point you are today, would drink 12 beers. That's not the person you need to be in order to change. You need to be willing to leave that person behind and reinvent yourself so that the new version of you doesn't need 12 beers. Listen, I'm not a big drinker. In fact, I drank for the first time in months the other week, had 3 beers, was blocked. That's a cheap night. That's a result for me. If you're looking to go out in the piss with the boys, but you're still trying to lose the weight and still trying to change yourself, well, once in a while isn't too bad. And if you're going to do it, have 6. You know, save up some calories and go and have 6 beers. 6 beers should be enough for you to get the drunk effect, but not sabotage your next day and the next day and the next day and be hungover and order pizza and then have a cure and do all these things that's going to completely fuck up the position you're in right now. And yes, if you're comparing yourself to the person you were, as in that guy would have drank 24 beers or 30 beers in a night and now you're only drinking 12, well then it is a big drop, but it's still not viable if you're trying to lose weight. There has to be a level of self-discipline, acceptance and reality. You're never going to be able to change yourself if you're still in the mindset of 12 beers is acceptable. Only way you change is if you change your mindset. You change your mindset through critical thinking and action. If you turn up to the gym every day and you haven't done that for a while, that's starting to change your mindset. You're starting to invent new habits in your life. Those new habits are more congruent with the body you want, with the lifestyle you want, therefore it's good. And for you to just allow yourself to drop back to that old guy, the party guy, the fucking guy who took pride in how much beer you could drink, how many pizzas you could eat in one sitting, well all you're doing is bringing yourself back to that point, or giving that guy more chance to come out and sabotage all the work you've done. Unfortunately for a lot of guys, when you're really heavy, it's going to require sacrifice. It's going to require massive changes. Yes, you can take a step-by-step approach. Yes, it does work. But you will need to accept that you're going to have to leave part of yourself behind and focus on the new you. I know it's not what you want to hear, but would you rather hear the truth and feel better about yourself in 12 months, or be fed an absolute crock of shite and 12 months time be exactly the same as you are today, thinking the exact same, feeling the exact same, looking the exact same? It's entirely up to you. It's your choice. I can help you if you want. Primal has all the systems in place to help you achieve these goals. But ultimately, it's down to you. If you want help, give us a shout.